UVM test is the topmost UVM classes in the UVM hierarchy. So here in this example, the test name is AX8 underscore test, which is extending from the UVM test. And we were passing this test name as the plus UVM test name argument in the runtime in the previous slide. So this is a general structure of any UVM test. So UVM test is a UVM component inherited class. Thus, we'll be using the tick UVM component utils as a factory registration macro with the test name. And next, we'll declare the internal objects. So in any typical test, you will be instantiating the top level environment and a sequence. So here my top level environment name is interconnect underscore env. So I'm just creating a handle of this. And in the same way, here the sequence name is AXI underscore symbol sequence. So here in the top level test, typically you will have an interface and a sequence. And the new function we have already seen, this is same for all the component classes. And this is the structure of the UVM test build phase function. So in the build phase function, after calling super.build phase with the argument phase, we will create the instance of this interconnect and the sequence. So you may attempt to use the new function to create the handle like in interconnect envh is equal to new of interconnect env1 this, which is the name of this environment, and this is the parent argument. But you should never use this. You should always use the factory registration method, which we had already explained in the previous session. So this is how you create the handle of any UVM component using factory, like interconnect envh is equal to, this is the type of this particular handle, that is which is interconnect env colon type id colon create interconnect env, which is the first argument is a name and second one is the parent. And in the same way, you have to create the sequence using the UVM factory, like seq1 is equal to AXI symbol sequence type id colon create AXI symbol sequence 1 is the name of this particular sequence, and there is no parent argument for the sequence because it's a data component. And as we had already discussed, build phase is the place where you should always create the instances using the factory. But for sequences, it is recommended to create the instance of the sequence in the run phase method of the test. So you may even see creation of the sequence in the run phase sometimes. And in the run phase, before doing anything in the run phase of the top level test, you will raise an objection. This is to actually consume simulation time in the simulation. So when it comes to the run phase in the UVM phase, at 0 time, if there is no objection raised found, then the UVM setup will close the simulation immediately. Or in the other way, the UVM will run as long as there is a raised objection, and when all the raised objections are dropped, UVM will end the simulation. So this is how UVM will manage the start and end of simulation. So in the recommended practice is in the run phase of the test, you should always raise an objection before start doing any other things. Then typically you will start the sequence in the sequencer. So this is how you will start a sequence. This is the format sequence dot start. This is a UVM function. Start is a UVM function, and as an argument you will pass the pointer to the sequencer. So here the sequencer is lying within the in an environment in an agent. So interconnect env1 dot AXI master 1 dot AXI master sequencer 1. So you will pass the whole handle to this sequencer where the sequence should run. Typically it would be env.agent.sequencer. If there are multiple sequences that you want to pass or you want to start, you can do that. Once all the sequences are done, you will drop the objection. When you call a sequence.start function, this start function will internally call the body method or the body task in the sequence. So a body method will be injecting simulation or transactions to the DUT, and only when the body method returns or completes, then only the start function will return to this point. When the sequence.start is returning to this point, all the content creation or the content injection will be done. After that, you will be dropping the objection like phase dot using the keyword phase dot drop objection, and at this point the objection which was raised before starting the sequence or before in the beginning of the run phase was dropped, and at this point UVM will end by calling the $finished. So this is a general layout of any UVM test, and you won't be able to connect them together at this point, but when you go through the implementation of each and every component like environment, agent and all, you can revisit the same session and then you will be able to connect how these are working.